everybody, welcome to my channel if you are new, or welcome back to my channel if you have been here before. Today I'm going to be filming my May/June book haul, and in this video we're going to be hauling over 40 books. So I'm not going to talk about each book, I'm just going to pick the book up. If there's a certain reason why I bought that book, I'm going to tell you the reason and then put the book down and move on to the next one, because I honestly believe if I told you what all of these are about and I've read the synopsises to you, we'd be here for like 10 hours. I'm sorry if you can hear the fan in the background, but it's extremely hot in the UK now, so let's just get into the video. So, the first book I picked up is Kiss Me First. I picked this from the Pound Shop for £1. I was planning on doing a Pound Shop reading vlog, so I might still do that. I have got quite a few books here from the Pound Shop, so yeah. And this first stack is going to be the books that I bought in May. Then also from the Pound Shop I bought Dad's Geeks and Blue Haired Freaks, and I picked this one up because it sounds like a book that I would have loved when I was younger, so that's why I picked this one up. The next book I picked up is A Tiny Bit Marvellous by Dawn French. I have wanted to read her books and they were on sale in Asda, so I picked a few up. The next book I picked up was also by Dawn French, and it's called According to Yes, and this takes place in Manhattan, New York, and I love books that are set in New York, so obviously I picked this up. Then I picked up My Year of Saying No from The Works. The Works have like book deals where it's like 3 books for £5, so yeah. I also picked up in that same deal Suddenly Single from The Works. And I also picked up Sophia Khan Is Not Obliged from The Works. The next 4 books I picked up are all books from the Pound Shop. And I didn't notice until I got them home that they're actually large print, which doesn't really matter, but I just thought that was cool. So I got The Secret Lives of the Amir Sisters by Nadia Hussain. I picked up Everything But the Truth by Gillian McAllister. This sounds like a really good thriller. I picked up this one where I liked the cover, that's the only reason I picked this up. And it's called The Beauty of the End, which, yeah, I picked it up for the cover. And then the next book I can't even pronounce the name of, but the synopsis sounds good, so it's this one. And it's like French or something. I'm not going to pronounce it because I know I'll get it wrong. And then also from the Pound Shop I picked up The Great Gatsby, this edition, and this is beautiful. I've read the graphic novel in May, but I still really want to read the full-length novel, so I picked this one up. So they are all the books that I picked up throughout the month of May. So now I'm going to be going into the books that I bought in June, and there's quite a lot of these, so bear with me. So the first pile we're going to go over in like June books is books that I've purchased from charity shops or second hand. So let's go through them because I have a fear that they're going to fall. So I picked up this, I think it's a classic, and it's called Siddhartha by Herman Hesse. And I picked this one up because I've been watching a lot of like Ruby Granger, and I'm obsessed with her channel at the minute, and she really reads like classic books, and I'm like, I kind of want to read more classics. And this was in the charity shop for 50p, so I picked it up. Also the cover is beautiful, so yeah. Then I found this really cool cover of The Hobbit, so I picked this up. I just love this cover, and like the back is stunning, and this was 99p, the sticker's still on it. So yeah, I love this edition and I think it's so cute. Then I picked up this copy of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. This was 50p as well. Then I picked up a book by Danielle Steele, and it's called Secrets. I love her books, although I've only read like 3, but I love her books, I love her writing, so yeah. And I want to collect all the books, but like there's 100, so I don't know if I'm gonna, but I do want to. Then I picked up Treasure Island and The Ebb by Robert Louis Stevenson as well, and I found this in a charity shop for £1.50, and I think that was a great deal because these are like the Penguin English Library editions, I think, so yeah, that was a really good deal. I also picked up All My Lies Are True by Dorothy Comson, and I really wanted to read this a while ago, but I never picked it up, and then I saw it in a charity shop for like 50p and I couldn't resist, so I picked it up. Then I also picked up Steal Me by Jojo Moyes, and I just picked this up because in a charity shop I went in, it was buy 2 books get 1 free, so I picked this one up as the free one. Then I picked up The Wife Between Us by Greer Hendricks and Sarah, I can't pronounce her name, but I picked this up thinking it was The Wife Upstairs, but it wasn't, it was The Wife Between Us, but I always get those two mixed up. But I am still interested in reading this, and I paid like £1 from a charity shop, so it's not bad. Then I picked up Hold Me Closer by David Leviathan, and this is the sequel to Will Grayson, Will Grayson, and I do want to read that at some point, but the reason I picked this up is because it is signed. I don't know if it's the author's signature, but I'm guessing it is, so yeah. Then I picked up The Woman in Black. I've watched the movie and I liked it, so I really kind of want to read the book if I ever fancy reading it. I also picked up You by Caroline Kepnes. I have not watched this on Netflix yet, but I've heard a lot and one of my friends recommended me to read this series, so I'm going to try it. And yeah, I found this in a charity shop for 50p. The next book I picked up from a charity shop isn't one that like I'm planning on reading anytime soon, but it's more like a book that I just wanted to collect, and it's this Coronation Street, 4 Decades of Life on the Street, and this is like 4 decades of life on Coronation Street. If you don't know what Coronation Street is, it's like a British soap and it's like massive, so I don't know if I'm ever going to read this, but it's just, I wanted to have it, so yeah. Then from a charity shop I picked up Brand New Me by Mike Gale. One of my favourite books is from Mike Gale and it's Half a World Away, so I wanted to pick up this one when I found it for 50p in a charity shop, so. Then the next book I picked up is actually an ARC that was in a charity shop, and it's The Summer Job by Lizzie Dent, and the front looks like this. It's not the finished copy, so yeah, I'm excited to read that. I also picked up, I think this is another ARC, and it's Shiver by Ali Reynolds. I think this is an ARC, but I'm not sure. I think it is. The next ones I'm going to go through are books that I've picked up from the Works in the 3 for £5 deal. So I picked up The Couple on Cedar Close, which is like a thriller book, and a wife found out that her husband's cheating on her and he dies, but she knows she didn't kill him, but nobody believes her, so yeah, I'm excited to read that. I also picked up What My Sister Knew, and I'm so excited to read this too. If I finish my July TBR, I will definitely be reading this, I think. Then I picked up The Pupil by Ross Corn, and again, one of my friends recommended this to me, so I thought I'd pick it up. And then the next 3 are all part of a series, and I could not believe the deal I got these in the Works, and it's the Smoke and Bone series by Laini Taylor. So we've got Daughter of Smoke and Bone by Laini Taylor, Days of Blood and Shadows, Starlight, and then Dreams of Gods and Monsters, and they were in the 3 for £5 deal in the Works. Now I'm going to go through some 2021 releases that I picked up from shops, or Amazon or wherever I ordered them from. So, and these are all 2021 releases, I think. So yeah, I picked up 5 of the quick reads books. So I picked up The Baby Is Mine by Oiken Braithwaite, I think, and I picked up The Skylight. I also picked up The Motive. I picked up Wish You Were Dead, and the last one I picked up is Saving the Day. And these are just quick reads. It says on them, and they were only £1, so I picked them up. Then I picked up The Windsor Knot by S.J. Bennett, and this is like a murder mystery that takes place in like Buckingham Palace, and it involves the Queen and everything, so I'm really excited to read this. I picked up Sophie Kinsella, Love Your Life, which I'm excited to read. Then I picked up The Mismatch by Sarah Jafari, I think. Then I picked up The Wish List by Sophia Money Coates, I think that's how you pronounce the name. Then I picked up Because of You by Dawn French. Then I picked up Blackout, which is a really new release. There was a lot of great releases throughout these 2 months, so I'm excited to read this one soon. Then I had to pick up Malibu Rising by Taylor Jenkins Reid, which I'm excited to read. I picked up The Wife Upstairs. I also picked up Ace of Spades. We Are Inevitable by Gail Foreman. Excuse Me While I Ugly Cry. Take Me Home Tonight by Morgan Madsen, and this is going to be my first Morgan Madsen book, and I've heard a lot about this author, so I'm excited to read it. Then I picked up Instructions for Dancing, and I wasn't actually going to pick this book up, but then I heard people talking about it because it was one of the Book of the Month selections, so I had to pick it up. And then the last book I picked up is One Carefree Day, and I picked this up because I think I'm really going to be able to relate to this book, because it's about a girl who struggles with anxiety, and I struggle really badly with anxiety, so I really think this is gonna relate to me really well. So that's it for this video. They are all the books I picked up throughout the months of May and July. I now have a lot to read, and I would say I'm not gonna buy anything in July, but I probably am, knowing me, and it's no point saying I'm going on a book buying ban because I don't stick to them. So yeah, that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed this video, and yeah, leave me a comment down below and I'll see you in my next one. Thanks for watching. Bye.